Acting just like my parents. Oh, is this your girlfriend? She just sits at the same table as me, Mom.
Are you ready, my pilot gun?
Yes, well, the canteen isn't closed yet. Let's go. Koyu shook her head with a grumpy face, and Ayako answered in a soft, calm voice.
We don't go there. I need a special diet to maintain my figure. And Koyu...
The food's bad. So?
So we'll go to the garden. Eat our own dishes.
What garden are we talking about?
The garden behind the main building. I'd say it's just an overgrown, unused area of the college, but it's a garden. It is also Koyu's favorite place.
Koyu looked at the blonde with an almost offended look. Are you two friends?
Yes, we've been friends and roommates since last year.
Koyu smiled slightly in response, which I took as a yes. I still had questions, but hunger overcame my curiosity, and we hurried to the garden. Soon we reached the so-called garden, which really was more of like a densely overgrown forest. We passed 3 fire pits on the way.
Well, here we are, Koyu. Spread out the blanket, please. I'm tired of walking.
Koyu took out a large blanket from her bag, which she laid on the grass. Eriko immediately sat on it. And I just kind of stood there, smiled awkwardly, while Koyu was taking out some containers with food from her bag.
Bye, pilot. Sit down, relax, and make yourself at home.
There's nothing relaxing about my home, but I'll sit. So what do I owe?
Not like that. It's about your passion for drawing.
Oh, answers, finally.
Koyu is my friend, and I am her only friend.
Koyu was just sitting silently, not looking at us, arranging the containers.
We have our differences, but we're good friends, aren't we? Yeah?
Not the most convincing tone.
But as Kimiko-san said, I'm a really busy person. In fact, we're only here because there's been some stage lighting at the moment.
My sketchbook. Can't imagine what could have happened. Uh-oh.
Occasionally I have time off, but mostly I dance. And when I don't dance, I still dance. And Koyu, she has a big problem with socialization. If we didn't live together, she probably would have been completely alone.
I tried to look focused on the conversation as possible, but hot food attracted me very much, and Koyu had already begun to eat it.
I know what she told you about getting to the club at the same time as her. We talked about it, and she changed her mind. Is that right?
Yeah? Now that's an unconvincing tone.
Therefore, we really want you to come to the club with her and become friends.
That doesn't sound right. Ayaka and Ken just spontaneously came into my life. It was them who took the initiative. But Koyu is clearly uncomfortable. But on the other hand, I need to get acquainted with someone, and I also need to go to the art club. Furthermore, I cannot refuse and leave until I eat. Well, I can certainly try, but I have to choose a different answer. Eriko is obviously expected a more reassuring reaction, but Koyu smiled though.
Ahem. Bye, pilot. I thought you were hungry.
I am. I just thought it'd be rude to you while you're talking.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Well then, let's start, huh?
She looked at Koyu, who had been eating for a long time now, and started.
Dinner with you. Bon appetit.
Thanks a lot. Koyu also nodded her head a couple times. I opened the close container and didn't even recognize exactly what I was looking at. Probably foreign cuisine. And whatever I tasted turned out to be the new most delicious thing I've ever eaten. No wonder they think canteen food is bad. Apparently I went too far with admiration. Eriko noticed my enthusiasm for the dishes.
Enjoying yourself?
You bet. Is this your cooking?
I wish. But no, I don't have time to cook. And I don't know how to do it. But Koyu does.
Koyu smiled and blushed.
She's just perfect in that and can cook anything incredibly delicious. Unfortunately, my diet prohibits me to eat anything.
Eriko's plate was indeed empty.
If only I went to culinary college.
Why didn't you do that? Our compliment seemed to have warmed Koyu up, and she's in a talkative mood now. It's time. Oh dear Koyu, your apricot hair, your emerald glare, your care, my dear Koyu, what a mystery.
It wasn't my decision, I somehow learned to draw and then taught me to be here. A talented person is talented in everything.
I can't swim. Eriko and I looked at each other with an awkward smile.
And I would love to underwater and see how fishes live.
Koyu, could I interest you in Subnautica?
I've never seen a living crab. Or a crayfish. I don't even know the difference.
Crab
is the one that walks sideways, and the crayfish looks more like a shrimp. You're so smart. I don't even know what a shrimp is.
I took out a shrimp out of my nearest one with my hand and raised it to eye level. Eriko suddenly twitched and tried to look in my direction. And what does this do, you think?
It's just a...
Sure. Ahem. So, what a lovely place we have here. Tell me more about it.
It sure is. It was Koyu's secret place. She had married more deeper in the woods. But she doesn't show them. And I can't go too far away.
And you aren't afraid to wander alone in the forest?
No, I'm not alone. I just don't go to that building.
Which one?
She's talking about an abandoned building from around here somewhere. It's so black and scary. Recently a monster has set it there. I was worried about her too. But after all, the entire college grounds are fenced off. She'll always be able to find her way back.
We're ignoring the monster part, right?
There's no fence, only ruins. Strange. It was supposed to be repaired just last year. But you can still get out just by walking along the ruins. Strange. It was supposed to be repaired just last year. But you can still get out just by walking along the ruins. I can always get out.
The topic's run its course. Sure, we're kind of busy with the food, but I still feel like the conversation should go on. Koyu, you said you wanted to go to culinary college. Don't you like to draw? Eriko froze completely. Wait for an answer.
I do. I really like to draw. I like to draw nature and forests, all sorts of meadows, animals. I once tried to draw a hedgehog. It turned out to be very pretty. But here they forced me to draw humans that are just objects. I drew more than I want.
Each of Koyu's phrases sounded quieter and quieter until something inside her clicked, and then she fell silent again. I lost a vine super, didn't I?
Well, there's a second reason we invited you here.
Koyu covered her ears like a child.
As you may know, there will be a performance at the end of the week, and Koyu should be going on stage for the first time. No, we're not. And it's very difficult for her. She's obligated to draw at least one portrait, which she didn't even start, but most importantly, she's simply not ready to face the audience. Not ready, not ready, not ready. So you're here to help us overcome the fear. Aren't you a good person, Bar Pilot? Please help my friend. Why did you do it for me?
Okay, I don't know which one leads to the Ayaka ending, so we'll just save it for now. And we'll say maybe. I'll see what I can do. It's more like a no, but more polite.
Oh, I understand. It's not like you owe us anything after all. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, she knows how to make a person feel like scum. But I can't just agree while Koyu is looking almost physically hurt from talking about the performance.
You can open up, Koyu. We're done. I know.
Koyu snorted, got up, and a few feet away from us. And we were done with our meals, so Eriko Dai got up and just started cleaning up the garbage. Even though Koyu definitely wanted to be alone, when she joined us and cleared her secret place, almost fanatically. We went back in silence. Eriko clearly stands that she's hurting her friend, but this is probably for her own good. And I decided to see the doctor before the day was completely over, so we split right at the square. Thanks again for the wonderful food. Koyu only slowly blinked in response.
Goodbye, Bar Pilot-kun. I hope to see you in our club tomorrow.
Sure, goodbye. The girls left towards the dorms. Koyu whispered something into her friend's ear, and I hurried to the doctor's office. But it was occupied. For some reason, I felt really disturbed by something. I took Shiro's advice and made a drawing. Suddenly, Yoshiaki came out of the office. He didn't look like himself, without a smile. We didn't greet each other. Can I? Come in. Oh, boy, Pilot. I'm glad you came.
How you doing?
Nothing new, saw a nightmare again.
Good. Good that nothing's new. I spoke to your previous doctor. You have nothing to worry about. This is expected reaction. This is an expected reaction, and the only thing you should participate more in personal interactions.
Self-voicing disabled.
Did you make any?
I did actually. I could say it's going pretty well.
Wonderful, strong connections with people on the path to full recovery.
Well, I don't know how strong they are. I just met a bunch of new people lately.
So you can't stop there. People might be
Interested in you just because you're new to them.
But that will change. And when it does, you have to be with when it does, you have to be with people. And when it does, you have to be with the people, or at least a person who really cares about you. Do you understand? Get close to someone.
I'll try. So nightmares won't go away?
Themselves? No. It might take some time. There's no other way. Doctors always say that. Now, let me take some pictures and drawings. If you have no questions, you can go.
I didn't have any. I showed Shiro my sketchbook and left. The day was coming to an end, so I quietly walked to the dorms and thought about strong connections with people. I think I'm doing it right. Today I accidentally met someone again. And maybe Chio doesn't look like an interesting person. Yui on the other hand. Wow, I'm probably not ready to even think about her. And I still have mixed feelings about the picnic with Eric. Koyo. The food is great, but now, when that it doesn't distract me, I have a not so pleasant aftertaste from our talk. Deep in thought, I went to my room and fell on the bed. Perfect opportunity to call your parents. But I'm not going to do that. Out of boredom, I crawled and eventually fell asleep. Come again! Naomi and I walked down to the noisy avenue, which was really busy for such late hours.
Okay, I think I'm full. You shouldn't spoil me like that, Bipilot Kun.
You call that full? Those snacks only made me hungrier. Suddenly a strong gust of wind almost blew Naomi away. I barely managed to catch her.
Thanks. Looks like it's going to rain.
Yes, excellent idea. Wait, what? Naomi hugged me tightly.
I said, looks like it's going to rain. I think we should call it a day.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Bipilot, would you like to get closer to me? See me more often? Spend more time together?
I think your bus is over there.
I think not.
No. It definitely is. So you have to let me go and, go in it.
cold.
Yes, we've already been here. Let's end this as soon as possible. I need to wake up and puke.
Why are you like this? I'm trying to help.
What?
You need a strong connection with someone. Get close to someone. Can't be closer than me.
Yes, but it's to get rid of nightmares.
Are you having nightmares?
Is this a joke?
I'm a nightmare? You want to get rid of me?
Well, if put it that way. Actually, yes! I want to get rid of you. There, I said, can you please go out onto the road and...
That hit harder than I thought it would.
I'm not sorry.
That's a lie. So this is how it turned out, huh? You found someone to replace me. You don't even talk to anyone for almost a year. And now, look at him. Suddenly grew bolder.
Yeah, you're real scary.
I am.
I know exactly what you are.
That's definitely a lie.
Oh, come on, Naomi. Have you seen your little face? I can't take you seriously. Therefore, would you please die? I can't wake up until you do so.
Sure, not like I have a choice.
Exactly.
Can I have only one question? Who are you gonna replace me with? Let me guess. Could it be that 7-foot colossus with giant milkers? Or her pink-haired brainless minion? I'm sure they'll have a very healthy relationship. Speaking of which, maybe you met that fat idiot from the art club.
Don't disrespect Koyu like that, you phantom freak bitch.
Or her sterile friend of a ballerina doll. Or the screen punk from the library impress you that much?
Why couldn't it be Ayaka?
For starters, the tall one is more interesting to her than you are.
I don't think you know enough to draw such conclusions.
Well, what about the part where you said that you know exactly what I am? If I am just a part of your subconscious, then all my thoughts are yours.
Wow, am I such a bastard? Okay, shut up, your bus arrived. Time for you to die and time for me to emesis.
Sure. See you later, Bipedcon.
Oh, for sure. Bye-bye now.
Ah, my leg!
Whatever. Disgusting.